Yo, welcome back to another movie review. Today we're actually going to talk about Soul. They ended up winning a few awards, the Golden Globes and a few other things. We actually watched it when it first came out, like instantly. We watched it twice, but we never really got around and doing a review. Now we're doing it just for the heck of it. And first things first, I thought it was an amazing film. I gave it, I believe a 9.2, something like that. Like the low A range.
Oddly specific.
I know. So what about you?
It's a great film too. I probably gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh.
That's just because I compared it to other Pixar movies and it's a fantastic film.
Actually, my bad then. You're right. I'll give it like an 8.99.
You can't change now. You can't change.
As a film, a 9.2, 9.3-ish. It's just, but comparing it to other Pixar films.
Like Coco.
Yeah. Like Coco, Up, WALL-E, Monsters Inc. are my top 4. When I first saw Soul, I was like, this might beat out Monsters Inc. But it's still a debate for me. But it was a great film.
Because I'm like for message, 10 out of 10. But just
yes.
For me, I feel like I can rewatch it again and again. It's just there's other ones that if I had like a lineup, I would choose like Coco or Up or WALL-E first. And that's just personal preference. I think there's plenty of people that would see that lineup and go, "Oh, I'm gonna watch Soul."
But it's subjective. Everybody has their opinion on what's their favorite Pixar film. But Pixar did such a great job. And then Jamie Foxx leading it as Joe Gardner. Yeah, Tina Fey as 22. You had... Oh, you also had... You also had... From Dave Chappelle, Donald Rawlings. He played the barber. And it was just, when we first watched it, and I heard him go, "Oh," but when he said "my boy," I was like, "No way!" And then I had to look it up to make sure, and it was him. And I was like, he is great actor. I was so happy to hear his voice, because he hasn't done a lot in a minute, so it was really good to see him or hear him. They had a great cast though. Tina Fey was hilarious as 22 as the other Soul. But the whole thing was just generally great.
It was.
Jamie Foxx sang amazingly.
Did he sing?
He did. I believe he did.
Pixar
Did he?
Doesn't normally have singing.
I thought he did.
He played the
He played.
piano.
My bad. He did play. Yeah,
I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But either way,
actually,
we all know he's got a great voice, so no debate. So
the man, a jack of all trades. He could do everything. No, but it was very cool. Jamie Foxx did a great job.
Unpredictable plot, like always when it comes to Pixar.
Yeah.
Is gonna make you have a midlife crisis, depending on what age you're at. But either way.
No, when we first saw it, the first thing that came to my mind was,
gotta get my life together.
I was like, this is gonna F up so many people. Like everybody's gonna go,
what am I doing with my life?
No, but it was I believe there was a few messages in there. One of the main ones that caught me was that what was it? That not everything in life needs to have some type of meaning, like that's meaningful enough to other people. You just have to sit back and just enjoy life and what's given to you.
Feeling like everyone has a calling, but not everybody has a calling.
Right.
You're just enjoying life. I like the one that
and that's what 22 found, that you don't have to have...
You just have to have a happiness and a desire to live.
Right. And it was so awesome how she took the time to appreciate every little thing. Yeah. And it kind of made you think, I don't really sit back and appreciate how good pizza is. Appreciate how beautiful the trees are, beautiful the wind is when it actually hits your face. You don't really appreciate that because most of us are looking at our phones.
We're all on a mission to get to this final destination of our greatness.
Or a mission to the next destination that's in front of us, and we don't really take the time to focus on, enjoying the nature, enjoying life.
That was my favorite quote, was the one where she's like, the fish that's looking for the ocean. And it's like, this isn't the ocean, this is just water. Because we're so busy.
Yeah.
You know, we're not we dream of getting to college, and you get to college, and now you're dreaming of getting your job, and once you get to your job, you're dreaming of retirement. You're never enjoying the moment. And I think that's just a beautiful message that held, and it was a good reminder that I think a lot of people just needed, especially with how fast life moves, and sometimes we're so involved in work, and we just don't enjoy those little things.
And I think also with how some people can be very negative with life, negative with themselves, negative with just everything, especially the time of what's happening and everything, it kind of makes you want to sit back and just say, hey, just worry about yourself and just enjoy life. And that was a nice message. There was one other thing. There was some other message that came in and out, went away.
It is
there was
packed with messages. You'll take away something from the movie.
Right.
So that's just.
The one other thing that we talked about was because this was obviously a month or two back. One of the other things I thought was very cool was it was a very interesting take on the whole idea of souls and the idea of when a soul actually appears or reappear, or just the whole concept of the unnatural, the supernatural of life. I can't think of the term, but just that whole perspective on that, because it was very cool. It looked like it was just a whole bunch of little kids running around trying to fight. It was very cool.
I love the different perspective interpretation,
and that's something that
Pixar always brings.
I know it was similar to what's that? Inside Out. Similar to that, like a whole
it does
new
have like that
perspective on
Inside
that.
Out little vibe.
That was very cool. And obviously the great scenes of Mother Teresa hating 22, Abraham Lincoln's like, how could I be on the nickel? But Jack,
I know you like the Knicks joke.
The New York Knicks joke where it's like, I've been messing with this team forever, and it shows Patrick Ewing going up for a layup.
You gotta watch it. It's funny. It's full of humor, full of serious moments.
One thing was funny too was Abraham Lincoln getting pissed off that he was on the nickel or the $5 bill and Jackson was on the $20 bill, something like that. I forgot the full-on joke, but that was hilarious. He was like, "What?" No, the whole thing was amazing. Who was also they? Oh, the one you laughed a lot was the headless woman. I forgot her name.
Is it Maria Antoinette?
I believe so. The French woman.
Yeah. Or she's just the floating head. That was a good one.
No, there's a lot. Oh, and the whole like you can't feel or eat anything, so it's like he's all slapping. Yeah, no, there was a lot of good scenes. I love how they really took appreciation as jazz. I grew up on listening to a lot of different type of music, and one of them was jazz and soul music. So even though being raised up in a Mexican family, my grandpa loved that type of music, blues and jazz. So growing up and listening to that, I was like, wow, this is awesome. It was great to watch.
It's beautiful music. Yeah. And it's just, they did an amazing job at it. And I don't know. Great film. Totally worth a watch.
And like I said, Pixar makes so many good stuff that it's hard to say Soul was the best one, but when I did first watch it, I was like, this might be the best film that has the best message, possibly. But overall, as a film, it's just hard to say which one's the best, because there's so many good ones that it's kind of just attached to who you are as a person. So for me, Coco will always be just because it's part of my heritage. It's
who represents you.
Right. But Soul, I could see it being number one for a lot of people.
It applies a lot to people.
It's an amazing,
the way we live our lives. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was really cool seeing. And also seeing the other message that popped to me was how he was so inclined to figure out when he found out it wasn't his thing to be a musician, and he didn't realize that he was impacting so many people.
Yeah.
When he was so concerned about himself. That was powerful. That was awesome.
Like, how can I die? I was just about to be finally there. And it's like, no, you've been living it the whole time.
And it was really sad seeing his mom not being supportive, but then realizing, okay, it's just time. And he got his father's suit and this and that. Yeah. It was him being the cat was hilarious. When they switched souls. There was a lot of good things. I'm not trying to throw my mom under the bus real quick, but she normally sleeps through films. And this was one of the first times she did not sleep. So that's a plus.
Good Good sign.
It's a good sign.
Good indicator.
Yeah, she's not a big fan of animated films, so when she stayed up, it was like, whoa. I mean, it had. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's generally it, though. But we do appreciate watching, appreciate y'all listening, and we will talk to y'all soon. Peace.